Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. And guess where I'm at? I'm at a laundromat. I haven't been to a laundromat in over 10 years. Now, the reason I came here, of course, is I was making it out of a pills trip, but of course, getting ready to leave. So I'm like, what can I do creative? But anyway, the reason I was making this video, I wanted to tell you guys, for you guys that are having challenges getting approved for like American Express, if you're trying to get approved for like Chase credit cards, I'm gonna tell you some of the best credit cards that are out in the market you should take a look at. And the reason is because with these here credit cards, it's much easier to qualify for. Plus, they give you high limits, okay? So the first credit card we're talking about is PNC Cashback, all right? So with the PNC Cashback credit card, here's the thing about it. I told you all that PNC is a FICO 9 credit score, right? All right, so it's Experian FICO 9. Now, here's the thing about this here card. It's a Visa signature card. So what that means is that you're going to be guaranteed $5,000 starting, okay? The card, when you go to the website, it actually is going to tell you the card starts at $5,000. So that's the first card. Now, the next one is the Navy Federal Cash Rewards card. Remember, Navy Federal did a lot of changing over and stuff? Well, they have the Cash Rewards signature card. And so with that Cash Rewards signature card, it starts at $5,000 guaranteed as well. Now, Navy Federal, they use TransUnion FICO 9. Hold on, guys. Just checking in on my stuff. And the irony thing, I have a laundry set at home, but like when it comes to like comforters and pillows and stuff, it's just an all-day job. So I just decided, hey, just bring them here. You know, get it over with. So let me ask, if you guys are doing laundry, even though you may have a washer dryer at home, do you still go to the laundromat? You know, also, do you think it's a great investment? I see a lot of people wanting to buy laundromats and stuff like that, so it can be kind of hard to invest in them or to even try to find one. However, I would tell you this: if you want to find a invest into a laundromat, make sure it's by an apartment complex. Now, here's the thing about it, like in California, and I'm gonna talk about these credit cards some more, but with California, now they're passing this law where the landlord has to provide appliances, okay? So let's see how that works out, you know, because I had a friend in college and she got into the real estate game, and I was telling her to wait. I said, hey, why don't you wait to just move people in and stuff like that? But she was anxious. She wanted to make money and stuff. Well, she moved the people in her apartment. What ended up happening, they took all of her appliances, plus they didn't pay the last 6 months of rent, all right? So she was highly ticked. She asked me, would I go to court for it? And I said, absolutely not. Because again, if she would have listened to me, she probably would not have had that issue. That being said, let me get these here pillows out of here and move them over, and then we'll get back. Okay, so going back to these credit cards, as I was saying, or like, here's the thing about it. Now, many of you, and there was a guy said that he called Navy Federal, and he said they told him that there's no such thing as an internal score. I told him, I said, why don't you apply and see what they tell you? The thing about it, you have to have multiple accounts in order to have an internal score with Navy Federal, okay? And I usually tell you have to have at least 4 accounts with them, all right? So that being said, a new credit card that's out on the market, especially if you guys like me love to go to Vegas and stuff like that, MGM Grand just dropped a new credit card, the MGM Rewards. Now, why this here card is so important? It's because it's through First National Bank of Omaha. And First National Bank of Omaha, it pulls FICO 9, okay? It pulls FICO 9. So that's the reason why this is a very good card, because it's a low-hanging fruit. And of course, many of you all know that low-hanging fruits are the ones that would allow you to have an authorized user on the credit file, rental payments, utilities, subscriptions on the credit file. You know, now again, like I told you all, for some of you guys that may need help with authorized users, type authorized user and I can send you a link, schedule one-on-one, and we can talk about authorized users. Authorized users will help aid your credit file. Also, it helps bring down your utilization as well, okay? So that's something that you should consider. However, remember, authorized users only affect you in a positive manner is when it's coming with a FICO 9 scoring or a Vantage 3 and Vantage 4 scoring. So your Vantage 3 scoring is like, say like a BCU credit union, okay? BCU credit union, it's a Vantage 3 TransUnion scoring, all right? And then your FICO, your Vantage 4 scoring is like your NASA Experian. NASA is a Vantage 4, okay? So that's where the authorized users can help you. Also in terms of helping you age the file, because some of you may also try to go for the loans as well, then adding on rental payments like that, like with Rent Reporter or something like that, that will help you age your file as well, all right? So that's that with the MGM rewards. Then you have the US Bank Shield, okay? So here's the thing about it. I'm excited about this card. The US Bank Shield credit card, this credit card actually gives you 24 months, 2 years of no interest on purchases and balance transfers. That's right, 2 years on purchases and balance transfer. Why is that important? The thing about it is with US Bank, because they use a FICO 9 scoring, usually they're going to use TransUnion FICO 9. Sometimes they may use Experian FICO 9, all right? But the thing about it, again, it's a FICO 9 scoring. Also with US Bank, they will actually give you convenience checks where you can actually liquidate the money. Now, here's a key thing that I would definitely tell you. If you have a relationship with US Bank, it makes it much easier for Elon Financial to give you higher limit credit cards as well. And we're going to talk about some of those hidden ones in a minute. All right. So US Bank. Now, you also help Wells Fargo reflect. Again, like I said, I'm talking about top dog credit cards that are better than American Express, that are better than Chase credit cards and stuff. If you want to get access to money, these are the credit cards that you can liquidate. All right. So with the Wells Fargo Reflect, it's 21 months of no interest on purchases and balance transfers. Okay. So with this here card, again, they give you convenience checks. And if they give you a limit, and if you call the recon line to ask, hey, can you increase it or whatever, what happened, they won't do a hard pull on your credit anymore in order to increase it. All right, but they definitely going to give you convenience checks, or you can ask them to transfer that money over into a checking account of your choice. All right, now here's another one that I would definitely tell you. This is a hidden gem, and this is Edward Jones, a business MasterCard. It's Elon Financial. That's the reason I say if you have a relationship with a U.S. bank, going for the Edward Jones business MasterCard or the Edward Jones regular credit card, both of them are Elon Financial, Experian. All right, make it so much easier to get those cards because they're giving you a higher limit. You open up an account with Edward Jones, and then you're able to apply. Now, another hidden one is Fidelity. Fidelity is Elon Financial as well, and it pulls Experian also. All right, so let me go back in here. It says my other clothes are ready. Well, actually, it isn't clothes, it's just bed covers, pillows, and stuff. But like I said, let me ask you, do you think it's weird for me to have a laundry system at home and then coming out and going to the laundromat? For me, I think it saves me a lot of time. This is almost ready. give it one more round. All right, guys, so I'm back. So another credit card, I would definitely tell you look at the AAA Daily. Okay, the AAA Daily Advantage. Now it's usually either a Equifax or an Experian credit card. The thing about it is that if you do a lot of grocery shopping, like I do or whatever, giving you 5% cash back. It's a synchronous card, but giving you a 5% cash back. And I've seen people get this here credit card with a 600 credit score. So this card here is definitely, it's not a Synchrony, it's a community credit card. But I've seen people get this card with a 600 credit score. All right. Now you also have Santander cashback credit card, and it pulls Experian. Now I know a lot of people got sour taste in their mouth about Santander Bank, especially if you got a loan with them and the interest rate is much higher. Some of you all, I don't know if you all, a few years ago, I made a video about Santander and about their loans, and where they had got in trouble with the federal government. They had to pay almost $500 million. And so a lot of people was getting their car loans wiped out a couple years ago. So any of you all was benefited from that, from having a Santander loan? So anyway, put it in the comments. Let me know if that's something that you had to experience and took advantage of, or are you still struggling with your Santander loan if you ever had one. All right, so I'm gonna get ready to wrap up here. My items are almost ready, so definitely I appreciate the support. If you have any questions, you always can click the link in the description, schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.